welcome to a video tutorial going over word problems. In this case, we're going to work on a problem involving mileage costs. It's kind of a relatively common word problem. But specifically, I want to go over the strategy of making a table, looking for a pattern, doing some things to help you get at the right algebraic equation. So let's take a look at our problem here and then dive into some strategies. A moving company charges a flat fee of $29 per day to rent a moving truck, plus 15 cents for each mile traveled. If you use the truck for 2 days and the total bill came out to $93.70, that's a total, how many miles did you travel? That's the question I want to find. I'm going to underline that. How many miles did I travel? Okay, so that question at the end, that really sets us up to say that's my unknown. My unknown, the variable I'm going to use, x equals the number of miles traveled. Okay, so we got to work backwards. We know how much it cost. We want to work backwards to find out, well, how far did we travel? Well, sometimes it's difficult to jump straight from a word problem and just jump right into the right equation. I know what I want x to be, but I may not see right off how to get it. So oftentimes I'll make a chart and say, okay, let's get a pattern or a sense of what's going on here. Let's play with some numbers. So I know that I'm traveling a certain amount of miles. And then as I travel, the total cost, the cost for 2 days, should increase. So let's play around with some miles. If I don't travel any miles, if I go 0 miles, how much is it going to cost if I hold on to that truck for 2 days and I just sit it there in my parking lot? Well, I'm told a flat fee of $29 per day, which means 29 plus 29. It's going to cost me $58. I got to pay that for 2 days, even if I don't do any driving. Okay. Now let's say if I go 1 mile, let's kind of see if we can notice any patterns. So in 1 mile, I'm still paying the $58 for 2 days, but then I have to pay 15 cents for that mile. So I'm going to add to that 15 cents just one time for 1 mile. I'm just going to put the 1 there, but I don't really need that. So it looks like for 2 days it cost me $58.15 if I only go 1 mile. Let's see what if I go 2 miles. If I go 2 miles, it still cost me $58, but now it's 15 cents for 2 miles, meaning my total cost is $58.30. Just went up by 15 cents. Okay. Let's do one more, and I think hopefully you'll get the hang of it. If I go 3 miles, it costs me $58 plus 15 cents times 3 miles. And altogether, that's going to be $58.45. You start to see some patterns now in the equations that we're doing. Certain things stay the same and certain things change. It looks like in general now, I always have to pay $58. That's going to be part of my equation. So I paid $58. I know that I'm going to multiply my miles by 15 cents. I can see that. I don't know particularly how many miles, but I'm trying to find the amount of miles that will get me a total cost of $93.70. Here's my total cost down here. That's changing as x is changing. And I've come out with an equation, but you can see it's kind of based off the pattern of what I've been working with. Some stuff changes, some stuff stays the same. It helps me come to the right algebraic equation. All right, let's go solve this thing out now. So $58 plus 15 cents times some unknown number of miles has to total $93.70. Let's solve it out. Using my algebraic properties, I'm going to subtract 58 from both sides first. Gives me 0, so now I've got 0.15 times x equals $35.70. So that's just how much mileage is spent. That's as much as the mileage costs, ignoring the actual 2-day flat fee. Now let's divide both sides by the mileage, 0.15. To solve for x, I've isolated it. Divide the other side by 0.15 to keep both sides the same, and x equals 238. So it looks like we traveled 238 total miles. And I got there by making a pattern, making a table, looking for things that stayed the same, trying to help give the structure of the algebraic equation that I need to solve. This is a really good strategy for getting to the equation and helping work out word problems.